Welcome to the Hawes Draw segment here on The Happy Show. I'm the artist MattHawes, and today we've got something very special for you. But let me explain something first. I've had a lot of people who ask me, Matt, what kind of tool should we use when we draw? We see you use a Sharpie. Is that the best kind of tool to use? Actually, the best kind of tool to use is whatever gets you the line you want for the project or the kind of piece that you have in mind. And if you think a Sharpie will do that, fine. But as a rule, I only use a Sharpie to do fine line work on The Happy Show whenever I do these drawing segments. Because basically, I take a plain piece of paper, and as a general rule, I don't really have any underdrawing. I draw it as you see it, and it's coming out of my mind as you see it, because I usually don't have but a basic idea. Usually the character, maybe a pose in mind. Sometimes I work it out as I draw it. Sometimes that's why it looks a little wonky, and the anatomy is not always going to be perfect doing it that way. And in fact, I say if you're doing it for a more professional purpose, you want to do some underdrawing. Don't just go straight from the pen if you're doing it for a professional piece. But I'm doing this for fun, for entertainment value, so you can see what it's like just to draw like that. And I use a Sharpie because it looks good on camera, but if I was going to do more professional stuff, I would probably use pens, because I like pens and markers, different brands. It depends on what I want, the kind of line work. A lot of times I use technical pens. Other artists use brush, they dip it in the ink and go with that. But I'm not as comfortable using the brush in that manner. But you can do that too, and that's the way a lot of professional comic book artists do. Whatever gets you the line you want. Today I'm going to use toothpicks. That's right, I'm going to use a toothpick and this bottle of India ink. I'm going to dip in it, and then I'm going to use it to draw on a piece of white paper. see, there it is. I used this toothpick here, you see the ink still on there, was dipping it as I went along, and I drew this picture of the Incredible Hulk. And again, like I said, it's a little wonky. I'm not happy with certain things, details, but I make it up as I go along, and what you see as I'm drawing it, that's I'm thinking of it at that moment whenever I'm drawing it on the piece of paper. So it doesn't look the greatest, but I hope it looks all right. And just to show you, that you can use a toothpick.